Hello friends and welcome. Okay, so about 3 videos ago when we put all the PTO parts into the 57 Gravely there, I went to tighten down the battery hole down here. It's a rubber hunk of junk and it snapped. And one of the things I plan to do today is I'm going to take, this is the old snow plow wear bar, and I intend to make a battery hold down with this. So far I took the square and I marked it. I want to cut it square from bolt hole to bolt hole. And this is the other bolt hole here. It has that machine screw in it, and then I'll just mark it here. That'll give us like 10 inches of bar here. And the bar is 2 inches wide. So I intend to cut this in half after I cut the other pieces off. I'll cut this in half and then we can make 2, because I actually need 2. And then I would just have to buy a set of J hooks. Because the reason being, I think it's about, well, I don't think it's an inch between this cap and this cap here, and I want to go in between the cap. And I would really like to see if I can find some kind of rubber piece to go under it, because I really don't like it to be metal to, just metal to the battery. Not really crazy about that. And another thing we're going to do today is change the oil in the filter, and I'll show you the oil in the filter we'll be using. I was having trouble with this oil pressure gauge here. So what I did was I unscrewed the gauge. It was sticking. When we first started it up, there was a problem with it, and it was sticking, and it wouldn't even go all the way back down again. So what I did was I took some WD-40 and I sprayed into the inlet in there, and then I took some compressed air and I very gently just sprayed some air in there, and the gauge went up, came down, went up, came down. So we got that working pretty well. The oil filter we'll be using is a Fram. It's a pH 8A. And a lot of people complain about Fram filters. I've been using them for over 30 years. And I've had Toyotas go over 400,000 miles with them. I never had a problem with them. The problem I'm having right now is buying oil. I wanted to buy conventional oil. This has a synthetic blend. It's 1040. I couldn't find any 1030. But 1040 is good enough. It's a synthetic blend. I've been noticing, I like to watch vintage car videos and stuff. And I've been noticing that a lot of those guys are using diesel oil, 1540. And it has all the additives. Like, these old machines need zinc. And this oil doesn't have any zinc in it. These oils are all made for newer vehicles, So I have to go with the synthetic blend. I only like to use synthetic oil if it's only specified by the manufacturer, Well, of course, there was no such thing as synthetic oil when they built these tractors here. So, I want to change the oil, make the battery hold downs. There was another thing I wanted to do. I decided, out of the 257 Gravely's, the first project we did, I'm definitely going to sell that. And this time of year, I have an extra plow. I tried to sell that one with the snow plow on it. And somewhere in 2024, I want to restore this one. We already did all the work to the tank, gas tank here. Plus it has a generator on it, and I like this tractor. It starts right up and it runs really well. Not that the 57 don't run real well, but I don't know, I took a liking to this one. So let me get set up. I think we're going to use the drill press to drill out the holes. So I'm figuring the 10 inch piece, we'll cut that. Cut this in half. And I think we could put the holes from 8 inches, one hole here, and then another 8 inches here. We can put the other hole in it, and I think that'll be good, but I'll double triple check that. So for now, I'm going to mark the other part of this here, and yeah, I'll start doing some cutting. I like to pre-fill the oil filter before I put it on, so I'll be doing that. I have the oil draining out already. I bought from Dorman. It's a Dorman product, and I bought the package of nylon gaskets, because on the 1969 Li, we were having problems with oil leaks. That was the one I changed the oil pump seal in, and it didn't have a gasket. This one's missing altogether, and so I'm going to use this nylon gasket here for when I put the drain plug back, and I have the oil draining out right now. That's about it. If there's anything else we're going to be doing, I'll let you know. So I'm going to just cut this, and then we might just make the holes with the drill press, and I'll break the drill press out, and then I'll bring you back. So that PH8A oil filter, 1960s, 70s, and part of the 80s, maybe into the 90s. That oil filter fit Chrysler and Ford cars. And then there's a shorter version that you can use too of the PH8A, which is a PH16, I believe. So I just want to let you know that. So you can see the gauges down low. It's not all the way back down, but it's a lot better than it was working. So I'm going to start it up and see how this works now. Let me see if I can get to the starter here. I'm trying to hold the camera. The engine's cold, so I think it went up already. The engine's cold, so I did warm it up though before I changed the oil. You always want to do that, but that was a while ago. Sorry about all this shaking and everything here. It's a lot of oil pressure. Let me see if I can shut this off without burning myself. I just want to see that the gauge comes back down. Boy, that's got a lot of oil pressure. But we have to compensate a little bit because it doesn't go all the way down. But it had high oil pressure before. But the thing was, the gauge wasn't coming back down to low, all the way down to low. It was like kind of stuck. But seems like it's working pretty good now. Another thing I want to do today is service the oil bath air cleaner. So I think it came pretty much all the way back down again. So it looks like we're good with that. All right, so it took about 3 1/4 quarts. I filled up the oil filter. Then I put the rest of that oil in, 2 more quarts, which makes 3. And it has a petcock here where you have to loosen it and the oil will trickle out. That's how you know that it's full. The newer ones, if you notice that I have dipsticks. And alright, so let me get back to doing this battery hold down deal here, and I'll be back to you. Okay, so it didn't come out too bad. It fits right in between the caps here, and I was able to make 2 pieces. I think this is like a 3/8 thick, where they're very thick. It's very stout. You probably see it there. But yeah, I just grinded off the corners a little bit, and now we just drill the holes and see where we stand with it. I wish I had a piece of rubber to go like a sleeve to go over this thing, but I think it'll be all right. It's not going to harm anything. The metal to the top of the battery here, I think it'll be all right. Okay, so let's start drilling. I don't know what kind of problems I'm going to have with these drill bits. I'm back to using these Harbor Freight. I don't have no cutting oil, so we have to use WD. Yeah. It's not plugged in. Ah, it went right through. Never do what I just did. Shut the thing off before you go pulling the thing out. Alright, so the hole I drilled is a little too small, but I don't care about that because the drill bit cut really good. So I'm just going to make these 2 holes, and then I'll just put the 1/4 inch drill in here in the press here and drill it out the rest of the way. So that's pretty good, not bad. Alright, I'll be back to you when we mount it on the tractor. Okay, so let's see how this works out. Always disconnect your negative cable first to avoid any arcage. Oh, I gotta put a new battery terminal end on here. Forgot about that. We still got other work to do on this anyway. I'll remove the battery so we can set the J-hooks in there. Nope, you want to go this way with them. J-hook's not in there good. That's good, that's better. It's been raining for 4 days straight here. It's been raining. Because we're getting remnants of hurricanes that are passing through. I heard a lot of other you guys complain about it too. So it fits in between the caps really nice. And I was able to get 2 pieces out of it like I showed you before. I just cut that strip in half, but I'm not going to bother getting that one set up yet. I have to buy, I need another battery too, on top of everything here. Instead of using those Wem nuts, I'm going to use regular nuts on here. And this is leftovers from that hunk of junk fold down one. I'll use these. And then I'll put washers on top here. I guess you have to make everything yourself because everything you buy is a piece of junk. Okay, so you just want to center the battery the best you can here. That's good. That's pretty good. So I have, like I said, I have intentions of restoring this one. So once I do that, I'll paint this bracket. I'm not going to bother doing it now because it's not a good day to paint anyway. The only thing we have left to do is the oil bath air cleaner. But I'll see how long this video is. And maybe I might end this one here. I don't know yet. So I'm trying to get this centered so the posts aren't hitting the side of the battery here. And that seems to be pretty good. A couple of nylock nuts or lock washers would have been ideal for this too. But we'll do that later. You don't want to squash the battery, especially using this thick bar that I used here. So that's good, it's not going nowhere. Even if I had 2 more nuts, I would just lock the 2 nuts together here, but that seems to be good. So I think that'll work out fine. And then, you know, reverse procedure. Just hook up your positive first. Doesn't really, you really can't hit anything here, but I'm talking about like lawn tractors and stuff. You always want to disconnect your negative when you're taking it apart. And when you put it together, start with your positive. Put your positive on, then your negative. This way you don't arc out, like I said before. That should be good. Cold already. It's a little cool out today. I didn't even turn the gas on. Anyway, I want to try to find a kill switch for this. And a couple of others that I have. So I'll be back to you as soon as I decide what to do. I don't know. I did make a video cleaning the oil bath air cleaner, but I might throw that in there, and I might throw it in on this video too on how to do it, how I do it. So I'll see you guys again soon. So I decided to service the air cleaner and show you how it works. Okay, you have the carburetor here, of course. So when the engine's running, it creates a vacuum here that runs into the air filter. It's very important that you don't have any holes in this hose, because you could either suck debris into the engine, for one thing, and second of all, the air cleaner won't work right. So I just wanted to point that out. So we just have one wing nut on top there. So I'm going to take the wing nut off, remove the air cleaner, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so this is the oil in the oil bath here. I have the top piece upside down here, and I'm surprised to say that it's not that bad. The oil's not bad. I've seen bees in there and all kinds of debris. So what happens with this is the air gets sucked up from the bottom here. Once this is on, it gets sucked up all around the bottom here, and whatever debris goes into the air cleaner, like the large debris will end up in the oil bath, and the smaller debris ends up in this screened element here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin by I'm going to degrease this. I'm going to dump the old oil out. I'm going to degrease the whole thing, wherever it's pretty dirty. And for this part here, I like to just brake clean in there, clean it out, shake it out, blow it out with some compressed air, and then I'll show you the level when we get to that point where the oil goes in. I may, after I clean it and I have the oil out of this, I'll put the top piece back on there, and we'll turn it upside down, and I'll show you exactly what goes on there. Okay, so I cleaned the whole air cleaner out real good with degreaser. Took a little while to do because there was the oil in here. It was all crustated, and up in here it's pretty bad. So I have this upside down, of course, and the air goes up into here, into the oil bath, into the canister here, and circulates around, and it does what I said. Catches a little debris in here, and the big debris falls down into the oil bath itself. Now, one bad thing, I thought I had 1 quart of oil left in there, but I ran out. So I'm going to use transmission. I got to use something, because I want to use this tractor till the end of the season, mowing the little field and stuff. Okay, so in here, it's marked where it's full. I usually go right up to the ridge here. I just put some oil in here. But whether it's good or bad, I don't know, to use transmission fluid. Leave me a comment, let me know. But I'm going to have to do this for now, because, like I said, I have to have this working. So I'm going to do my best not to spill any here. So I just usually go right up to that ridge, as I said. Another important thing is, I'll have to carry the camera over. For everything to work right, there's a gasket on here where the element seats down onto this elbow here. You want to make sure the gasket's in pretty good shape, and you want to make sure that the gasket is there, period. So yeah, just please leave me a comment about using transmission fluid. I don't think it'll hurt anything. All it is a catch for the big debris that falls in there, that gets sucked in from outside. So alright, I think I'll be back to you. I'm going to Yeah, I have to decide if there's anything else we need to do to this tractor here right now. So I'll be back to you. It looks like I was telling you before about this battery cable end. It looks like this cable is going to be too short to cut it and put a new end on it. So I have to look around and see if I have another cable, or I'll have to go to Tractor Supply and buy a new one for it. But I have this on upside down, so it grabs on there pretty good. So I'll put the air cleaner back on, and I'll get back to you. We may just close this video now. I'm not sure yet. I do want to take the kill switch off the tractor we're selling there. I want to take it off that and put it on this one. I think I'll be back to you to show you this kill switch once I take it off. I don't know if this kill switch on the handlebar here was a Gravely thing, or I tried to Google to see if I could find something that clamps to the handlebar like this one, because I really like this kill switch here. And I do have some handlebars in the back that I never brought out front, because we hardly ever use handlebars. I'm wondering if one of the handlebars might have a kill switch on it. I'll have to go take a look as soon as I could get back there one day. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I have this mounted back up here. I don't know if it was aftermarket, but you could have bought the, I don't think I have a Gravely with one here, a dry element. You know, it was a round canister, and you take the lid off it, drop the element in, and put the top back on it. But from what I remember, you needed a longer stem here to accept that. So I don't know if that was an add-on or the newer ones came with that. I'm not sure. But I know these tractors, like the 73 here and my 67 and 69, have this element here. I know that came with the tractor, like that, you know, this type here. I think it's a Kohler. I think it's a Kohler system, I'm pretty sure. Because I've seen you Gravely guys working on Kohler engines. You're right on Gravely's and stuff. And it looks identical to this. Okay, so I took the kill switch off, the one we're selling. And it has this type here, and it has two brackets here to go around the handlebar and mount into these holes here. I don't know if this is a Gravely thing, or can you buy a kill like this? I'd like to buy about 2 or 3 more of this system. You know, it has the wire and then the eye down here to put onto the magneto. So I'm not really sure. At any rate, we're going to finish the season out cutting with this tractor here with this mower deck on it. And I'm going to take this Gravely here that we're selling. And I'm going to put the plow on it this time of year. It's I think it's October 1st today already. So I'm going to put the plow on it. If somebody wants the mower deck's $100. I'll sell that for. As I said, we're going to restore this one. This doesn't have the period correct hood on it. It's not a Gravely Super convertible. It's a custom convertible, if anything. So it does have the newer hood, but I like this hood. I got to clean, this is all dirt on here. So I'm going to have to clean this down and go over it, sand it down, whatever I have to do. But I'm going to leave these decals on. I'm just going to mask them. And then I'll just mask out off the front here, all this orange. And we'll end up painting that white. And I don't know, that's probably about it for this video. So I'm going to go ahead and put the kill switch on this tractor here off camera. And I hope you got something out of this video here. You know, fabricating the battery hold down. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And I'll see you on the next one. And take care. Thanks for watching.